Boom, roasted. Eddie Hearn's in shambles after the 5x5 tourney that he did with Frank Warren. He lost, him and his team lost every single fight. Yes, you heard that right. Out of 5 fights, they lost 5 fights. And now people like Oscar De La Hoya. I do believe Ryan Garcia. Thank you, Jesus. And Teofimo Lopez are pew, 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 taking shots at Eddie Hearn. Subscribe if you know boxing. Eddie Hearn, make sure you guys follow me at BOXINGEGO1 on my verified social media. Eddie Hearn gets it from his peers. Boom, roasted. Oscar De La Hoya, immediately after he lost the last fight, he posted this. It is a laughing emoji. Now, that's kind of a subliminal, but the fact that he said 5-0 the day after lets you know he's talking about Eddie Hearn, because Eddie Hearn's stable got cooked. He got cooked. That didn't stop professional fighters who have had an awkward relationship with Eddie Hearn as well from saying this. Ryan Garcia, verified page, said, LOL at Eddie Hearn. Another L. All good. Who you want next? Boots? I'm going to send him to the goons. I don't know what that means. Unless he's saying he wants to fight Boots, which he did call out after he beat Devin Haney. Teofimo Lopez said, tables turn, bridges burn. You live and you learn. Cheer up, mate. And he tagged Eddie Hearn. Wow. So as you see, Eddie Hearn is getting cooked by his peers. It's all good when you're winning, but nobody, sides with the loser. So now that's why people are dogpiling on Eddie Hearn. And that's just how the game is. Like you right there, you see him consoling Ammo Williams, who was stopped by Shiraz. And he says, I'll be back. Valuable lessons learned for the long journey. It's a critical point of history, right? The other thing is, I think they did a job of really emphasizing the beef between the families and the history of these two promoters and Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn. Frank Warren has to be over the moon. All his guys perform and his team won. I mean, it's pretty crazy if you think about it, to have a tournament where it's like my best versus your best, and your best loses and gets scraped in every bout. Every single bout. Nick Ball, he beats the bigger Ray Ford. I think Ray Ford gave up very pertinent early rounds trying to have a shootout with this guy, and he did change the tempo a bit in the middle rounds. It looked like he almost broke Nick Ball's nose, but it is what it is. This fight, I mean, all the fights, all of Frank Warren's people end up winning. This is him hugging Ammo Williams, and Frank Warren, he gets to move on. As far as Wilder was the team captain, and then he ended up getting knocked out. Philip Ergovich, it was a good fight, started off as a shootout, but then Ergovich, his stamina quickly declined and he had bad cuts, and then he looked like his defense, he just lost his whole form. So literally this whole team lost, which is insane. And some of them were stoppages. Philip Ergovich stoppage, Ammo Williams stoppage, and Wilder stoppage. So basically the top of the card from here on over, they were all stoppages. That's crazy now that I look at this picture. So basically from where Eddie Hearn is in this picture, everybody to my left, his right, lost by stoppage. We've never really seen a card like this, so I don't even know. Like, it's good in theory, but it's bad for the promotion, because you got Oscar De La Hoya, Ryan Garcia, all these people making fun of you, and then they whole squad beat your squad. So now you have some rebuilding to do, versus if you didn't do this 5x5 tournament, then there would be no rebuilding, because you could have just promoted these fights on an these fighters on an individual basis against whoever, but to have 5 people on your roster lose in the same day, that's kind of crazy. I mean, I guess it happens. Like if PBC put up a card and then all PBC fighters lost, I guess it's possible. I can't recall the time that happened. And in those situations, it wouldn't matter because, like, let's say Gervonta Davis versus Rolly. Yes, a PBC fighter lost, but Rolly lost, and then the guy that won is a PBC guy. In this instance, with this whole 5x5 business, all your guys lost to Ops. All your guys lost to Frank Warren's guys. So I think that makes it even worse because you lost to, it's like Burger King losing to McDonald's as opposed to people at McDonald's are choosing this burger instead of the Big Mac. You're still winning because it's still in-house. But once you do something like this, which really hadn't been done, it's a different level of pressure because if you guys lose, which they did lose, you're losing people that basically are assigned to you and you could have built otherwise. Now Daniel Dubois, he might become the IBF. I know I see the belt, but he'll probably be the full champion unless Usyk, Fury, they give it the green light to continue fighting for all the belts. We'll see how it plays out. Shout out to Frank Warren. Eddie Hearn got some rebuilding to do. Let me know what you guys think of the whole concept. 5 versus 5.